The cover of this week's New Republic is Jonathan Chait's magisterial essay on the Netroots. These are the group of Gabor bloggers and activists who have risen very quickly to prominence within the Democratic Party in the last few years. Chait describes them as the single most powerful political movement to arrive on the scene since the Christian right. What makes his article so interesting is that he describes very precisely the culture of the Netroots and their place within a movement, and how they've been able to rise and create a counterbalance to the whole movement and the whole apparatus that the GOP has built up over time. And in fact, he argues that the success of the Netroots owes itself to the fact that they've studied the conservative movement in its rise so closely. Also this week we have an essay by Bernard-Henri Lévy, the great French philosopher, and he journeyed into Darfur on a very dangerous trip where he came back with some just extraordinarily powerful stories from people on the ground in the Sudan describing the mechanics of the genocide. And along with Bernard's essay, we have some truly extraordinary photos that were taken by a photographer from Le Monde who accompanied Bernard on his trip, and they really are quite moving and about as powerful call to action in Darfur as you can imagine. Finally, this week we have a piece by a young reporter named Eliza Griswold who went to Bagram Air Force Base in Afghanistan. Bagram holds a prison which is essentially the largest prison for detaining people who've been caught up in the war on terror. It's larger at this point than Guantanamo, and in many respects the conditions in Bagram are worse than in Guantanamo. In addition to having her piece, we have photographs from inside Bagram prison. These are some of the first photographs that have ever been published of the interior of the prison, and they are quite chilling. One other note is we've begun live blogging the presidential debates online. We started doing this just the other night in the South Carolina debate, where we insert a little live color commentary on the back and forth, and I think they're really fun and worth checking out.